This is the private drive down to Heron View off of Seawall Road on Mount Desert Island. We're about to take a look around the corner and see the home where we stayed on our honeymoon. This is Heron View. It's a very nice house. 2 levels, the main bedroom downstairs and living room with a fireplace, a very nice kitchen, and upstairs are 2 spare bedrooms with very nice beds and very nicely laid out. And of course this is our rental car that we brought all the way up to Maine. You notice the chimney, a nice little weather vane up there, and just the very nice cozy house down a private drive. Let's go take a look on the porch. Starting off with the rental car on the other side, we back up slowly and we can see the side door to the house, the outdoor fireplace, all the way up to the top, and then the view to the sea. It's a very lovely view from here. We'll go down to the beach in a few minutes and see what there is. As you can see, there are lots of boats. There's some right out there, out on the water. Another one behind it. There's the bee taking a picture of me while I'm taking a picture of her. And then you can see that's Sutton Island out there. And over here, and we'll take a better look from the coast, from the shore in a minute, is Cadillac Mountain, Mount Desert Island. We'll be going up there someday this week to shoot back over here, take a look at everything. But let's go down to the beach now. Before we go down to the beach, let's take a look at the rest of the porch. I got a little ahead of myself. Here's the porch, and as you can see, the whole wall of the living room is French doors. Maybe we can get a bit of a look inside here. Oh, maybe it's very, very reflective, but you can see that there's a lot of windows to look out of. And we'll take a view from inside in a little bit. Just wanted you to get a look at the rest of the house. And there's a little section for a room upstairs that is really neat. Here we're on the boardwalk leading from Heron View down to the beach. All around us is wetland. As you can see, probably lots of animals sitting out there watching us going, what are those people doing? And if we see some animals, we'll take some photos. But for the moment, let's go on down to the beach. All right, well now we're here coming to the end of the boardwalk, and we're going to follow Beckie out to the shore. Oh my. Isn't that beautiful? Wow. And the shore is too. It's very windy today, making for a lot of quick waves hitting the shore. Mount Desert Island is just beautiful. You can see the mountains. There, we'll take a zoom to the top of Cadillac Mountain. Isn't that amazing? I can't wait till we get up there and I can take a picture of here from there. Look at all the houses dotting the shoreline. Just an amazing view. Take a look over to Sutton Island, and beyond it is Cranberry Islands. There's the bee again. There's a nice rock out there that birds have been sitting on. Yes, there was a lone bird out there earlier. There's another rock over here too. It had birds on it. And there's a whole passel of birds out in the water right there. Just amazing. I'm sorry? Yeah, why don't you? Careful doesn't get bit off. Hee hee. It's cold, huh? Hee hee. Here's another wider view of Heron View and the boardwalk. It's such a scenic place. It just really is amazing. Hopefully we'll get some better shots as we walk down the beach. So stay with us. Now it's back to being awfully windy, but I thought I would show you more of the mountains of Mount Desert Island. It's just an amazing, amazing place. Now I found out this is Sutton Island coming up over here. Not the one I was looking at earlier. And out there, way, way out there, is the Bear Island Lighthouse. Maybe if we get on one of the cruises, we'll go take a look at it and get a better shot of it. Then these are the Big Cranberry and Little Cranberry Islands. And if you cruise out to one of those two that maybe we can get to. A lot of beach, a lot of forest on these islands. It's just beautiful. And there's a better view further on down our beach. Becky, why don't you take us inside and let us see a little bit of the house?
Okay. You want the lights on or off?
Probably I'll have them on. This is the kitchen. It's a nice place with our food haphazardly scattered around. We'll come into the living room. It's a nice couch. Lots of chairs, TV and VCR, or when we get bored. And of course, here's our beautiful panoramic view. There's a desk where Becky's been working on thank you notes. And there's the fireplace where we've been fairly unsuccessful in starting a fire. Here's the living room from the other side. There's the dining room area where we had a little snack yesterday. I'm gonna go on down the hallway. No? It's a quick view of the bathroom. Very nice shower. I think I want to take some of that stuff home with me. I promised Becky no bedroom shots, but, well, this one's okay. Panoramic view. We had she's opened some of the curtains, but there's basically French doors all around. It's a really neat place. bed's very comfortable, surprisingly. And there's a scale of which I have no intention of taking any participation in. Thank you. Well, you may not be able to hear me, but we're standing here on Pier 3 at Bar Harbor. The wind is unbelievable today. I thought we would give you a look out over the harbor. It's a lovely little island out there. Various hotels and other structures around. Lots of people, or I should say not lots of people, but you can certainly imagine there would be lots of people in the summertime. I'll take a couple of the looks from different points around Bar Harbor and be back in just a moment. We're looking down on Bar Harbor from partway up Cadillac Mountain. It's an amazing view. It's unbelievably gorgeous. Looking out now, we're looking east into other parts of Maine, and the open sea is well beyond the mountains there. But if you look north, as we turn towards the north, way in the distance there is Canada. We're only a scant 50 miles from the Canadian border here. It's an impressive sight. The islands, the ships in the bay, Frenchman's Bay. Can't wait till we get to the top of Cadillac Mountain and can see everything. Well, we've reached the top of Cadillac Mountain. Becky and I are about to venture to the edge on the east side and look out over the sea. Let's follow Becky. Well, we're here now, looking south over the island, looking down towards Sutton and Cranberry Islands. Now we're looking out over the vast Atlantic.
Oh, God.
It's incredibly windy up here. That's all I can do to hold onto the camera and keep my balance. Well, here we are at the parking lot to the post office here in Southwest Harbor. And Becky is carrying a bunch of thank you notes. This is our third or fourth batch this week, and she's going on into the post office to mail them. We're in the Acadia National Park on Mount Desert Island, and we've come to take a visit at Thunder Hole. There's the bee, and Bee's going to lead us down to Thunder Hole so we can see what all the hubbub is about. This is an interesting chart that shows how the chasms are made to create the thunderous noise when the tides and the waves are right. Let's see what the bee's looking at. Ooh. Bee knows I have this thing for waves and rocks. Beautiful. There are other paths down to the various rock areas, so I think we'll go down and we'll take a look and see if we can hear any thunder. This is part of Thunder Hole. I'm waiting for a wave to sweep in and create an explosion of water. We're a little bit late or a little bit early for a real burst, but we'll try to get some later. There should be a surge coming any time now. There's an interesting little section of rock out there called Big Soaker. As you can see, when the waves hit it just right, pretty much soak the entire thing. Just the waves are beautiful out here. Watching them crash over the rocks. Here's a shot of the rocky coast a little further north from Thunder Hole. It's a beautiful sight. Watching the waves crash up on the granite walls. We're here at Otter Cliffs, and this is the gong buoy that helps to warn boats about the rocks, and in particular this very interesting rock that is mostly submerged now, but if you watch as waves hit it, you can see that it's just below the surface. It's quite an interesting view. Now we're going to pull back, take a look at some of the things that are here. If you see below us are the cliffs and waves crashing on the rocks below. Here is another view of Big Soaker and the beach where Thunder Hole is. You can see we'll look back over there towards Thunder Hole, over in that area. The mountains in the distance. It's quite an impressive sight to see all that there is to see at Acadia. And the coast, the further coast of Maine, until we get to the great expanse of sea. It's the wide, majestic Atlantic.
Three of those little brown spots could be otters rather than ducks.
Think so?
Don't know. That's what they look like in the water. There's just a little brown head. And unless they're lying on their back eating.
I think they're birds. Too bad they're not otters. I'd love to see some otters. We're walking on a little path around the Otter Cliffs area. Just an amazing trip through the forest here. Stopping every so often to look down at the sea, what the rocks and such have to offer. Hoping to see some sign of otters or other animals, but not likely today. Well, the weather is fairly nice. Having fun, Bee?
Yes.
Oh, good. Well, we've come this way, and we're now standing with an excellent view of the rocks and the water. A little pool down there, and of course the bee's smiling face. Beckie's found something very interesting. These are bowls?
Burls.
Burls?
They're a parasite that invades the tree.
And bugs grow inside them?
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't think I'm going to be around when those things split open.
I think they mostly just sort of sap the nourishment out of the tree.
Huh.
Looks like they may have bumped off the one next door already. Although I don't see any big problems with that.
Very interesting.
But
Well, every little treasure hunt ends with its own treasure. And we've managed to make our way to a very beautiful place. Sort of another thunder hole where the waves come crashing up. It's beautiful. Listen to that all day long. Ooh. Beautiful. This is a view from the seaside of Otter Cove of some of the mountains and the lovely view there, taken from inside our car. I'm going to pass by some very interesting things as we drive along, get a kind of a view of a roving view of what there is to see. Oh, good. Nice scenic forest view and lakeside. Actually, I think that's still the sea, because there's a bridge over here that we're going to pass over very soon. Still no signs of otters, so much for calling it Otter Cove. The water is very clear. You can see some of the rocks and things beneath it. Well, we'll continue our drive around Acadia National Park and bring you some of the more interesting sights that we see coming up very soon. This roadside attraction is talking about how the glaciers formed Mount Desert Island. And in particular, it talks about glacial freight and rocks like this one being deposited on the mountain above, which I'm just going to show you in a moment. They say that it got plucked from a granite deposit 20 miles north of here. It's an amazing, unbelievable sight. It's incredible to think that it's just sitting there, and has been for the last 10,000 or so years. Whew. Amazing. This is South Bubble. It's just a bulbous mountain of granite that was left behind. Wish I had a better view of the rock face. Maybe if we come back later and decide to tackle some of the trails, we'll get a better look at it. It's a beautiful sight. Becky has stopped to take a look at Beaver Dam Lake. Do you see any beavers?
They're probably sleeping. Very nice hut lodge they've built.
Huh. It's funny, I can't see it through here.
Why not?
I don't know. I know it's there somewhere. Oh, there it is. There it is. I see it.
Actually.
That's the problem with the black and white viewfinder. Hmm?
There's two of them actually.
You see them?
No, two.
Two lodges. Where's the other one? Is it further? Oh, I see it. It's further back. It's right there.
With a pretty tree behind it.
Oh yeah. Too bad there aren't any beavers.
They're probably inside.
Snoozing away.
Yeah.
Or they're out there peeking through going, when are those people going to go away?
Pretty bulrushes all down across the side.
Mm-hmm. Probably housing all sorts of interesting animals.
Mm-hmm.
Can take a picture of the lodges now?
Yeah, I don't think it would come out very well. It's a little too far away.
Could put the camera up to the binoculars. Hee hee. Well, I'll let Bee take her picture and we'll go further on down the road and see what there is to see at Acadia National Park. Well, here is a land marker about the different lighthouses around the Acadia Park on Mount Desert Island. It talks specifically about the Egg Rock Light, which is right out here marks the entrance of Frenchman's Bay. It's an automated light, flashing every 5 seconds or so to warn ships that this is the entrance to the bay. A little beyond that, out at Schoodic Point is another light. It's very distant from here. We have a nice view from beneath Champlain Mountain, named for the French explorer whose ship ran aground here in 1604. And there's just an amazing view of the mountains from here. In the distance there's this this peak. We thought at first this was Mount Katahdin, but we don't believe it is now. We'll have to check the map and see. But it sort of reminds me of the opening of Paramount Pictures, where you have that fake-looking mountain backed by clouds, and it looks very much like that.
And how much those would cost?
Becky was just admiring these summer houses on Mount Desert Island that have been boarded up for the season. There's one there and one along in there. Then there's this one, nestled in very close to the shore. We think it's a house, but it might be a hotel. Probably one of the few houses that survived the massive fires near Bard Harbor that destroyed most of the middle upper class tourist industry here in the mid-30s. It's hard to hear right now, but if you listen, you might just be able to hear the sea down below us crashing on the rocks. Well, here we've arrived at the base of the Precipice Trail. It looks exciting, but after reading the material on the height and how long of a climb it is, I think we've decided to pass for today. But I will show you the beginning of the climb is here. It's over 1,000 feet, and it takes about an hour and 15 minutes to get up there. Whoa. I think I have to step back a little further to see if I can get it in the picture. Yep, a little further. Don't want to tackle it today?
Not today.
Okay, maybe tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow.
If it doesn't snow. As you can see, it's quite a bit of a precipice. It's a glacier-formed cliff. Quite adrenalizing, I think. Maybe just a bit much for some of us. Now, we're making our way to Sand Beach and back onto Thunder Hole for more thunder, so stay tuned. Well, we're down here at Schooner Head Point, the overlook, and we've spotted this just absolutely gorgeous house sitting up there on the cliffs, up above the seabed. You can hear the waves crashing on the rocks. Oh, these people are lucky to have a house like that. Whoa. There's another one tucked in over here. You can see it tucked in back behind, sitting also at the rocks. Just a beautiful location to have a home. Interesting little plaque here about the Homerus americanus, the Maine lobster that's so popular in these parts. It tells about out here below, in and among the crags and the rocks and the dark water beneath the rocks at the edges of the sea here, is where most of the lobster hunters, lobstermen, will leave their traps. And in the summertime, there's these beautiful, colorful floats all around that show you where the lobster traps are. Millions of lobsters are captured every year, and sadly, the lobster population is declining. But this is where some of those delicious Maine lobsters that you love so well are from. Well, here we are at Sand Beach, along the shores of Acadia National Park. This is the only sand beach. Everything else is rocks. It's an amazing story about how this area, this little valley, was created by the glaciers 15,000 years ago. And this little valley is the one area where the sea has been able to create a sand beach. According to the information, you can swim out here in the summertime, but it's only for the hardiest of swimmers because the temperature of the water is usually a very solid 50 degrees. Let's get down to the beach and take a little closer look. Oh, there's the bee. We'll be going down and join her in just a minute. There's Bee walking along the shore. Whew, well, we've caught up to her finally. You keep me busy. It's a lovely place, isn't it?
It doesn't get any prettier. It just doesn't get any prettier. The waves, the sun, the sand.
See the sun on the beach, the head out there. Just listen to it crashing. There's a little hollow here where the waves are crashing into the rocks, creating sprays and misting. It may seem a little odd, but overhead are some dark, stormy type clouds, but the edge of it breaks to reveal a very clear sky. The sun shining over the mountains beside us, and just the clear colors of near sunset is beautiful. We're back at Thunder Hole. We're getting there. The tide seems to be a little more active now. The difference in the waves and the heights of the water is definitely noticeable now. And we've had a couple of big surges and blasts of water and spray, so maybe we can get another one if we wait. Seems we may have another one coming just about now. Here it comes. Big surge. Yes. Big sploosh. It's amazing how clear the water is. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but it's just so clear. It's just a beautiful view. Maybe we'll get another surge from Thunder Hole here in a moment. As Becky watches in intense interest. As the water surges in and out of this cleft in the rocks for centuries and millennia, it has carved a hollow beneath the ledge. So when the water and the waves are just right, it sends the water and the air spraying out from underneath and out top. And that's how it gets that spray effect. You ready to go, Bee? Oh, Bee's taking a picture of the people taking pictures. They're feeding the gulls. So let's take a couple last few seconds. Thunder Hole has been really spewing stuff in the last few minutes. Quite interesting to watch. That was very close. Here comes a surge. Yes. Well, shall we follow the bee out? You ready to go?
Back to the car.
Back to the car we go.
Here we are at You Gotta Love It video rental store. When we weren't shooting videos, we were renting videos. Whoops, hold on.
Yeah, it might not show up as well as we would like, but this is the moonrise over the clouds to the east, northeast, here on Mount Desert Island. I thought we would tape the moonrise so that you could see something similar to what we saw the other night coming over the mountain when we first got here. It's very beautiful.
It looks like a piece of cheese.
And everybody knows the moon's
Moon is
made of cheese. It's neat because it's not a full moon. It's a partial moon. So it's coming up over the cloud tops with part of it sliced off. Quite a neat sight. We've been watching the stars tonight. And some of the strange lights flashing in the sky this evening, but we've been waiting for the moonrise so we could tape it. It's very hard to focus on it. The camera's not really meant to pick up something that dim. When the moon is this big, you can see, and in this red, and this magnified by the atmosphere, you can see the craters along the edge of the dark zone. There's just a hint of shadow in the craters and you can see them.
You sure that's not the man in the moon?
What do you think? It's his wrinkles?
Hmm.
No, that's our Heron View moonrise. So we thought we would let you enjoy it as much as we enjoyed it. Is it lovely?
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
Bee's looking at it through binoculars.
A little bit of cloud trailing across the front.
Uh-huh.
Wow, you can really see the craters with the binoculars. If I knew my moon geography, I could tell you whether that was Mare this or Mare that. Mm.
Wish the video camera detail would be better, but I think it's lovely as it is.
I think it's got to be the Sea of Tranquility, big one on the left.
And you probably know it better than I do.
Gorgeous. Here we go.
Thank you. Speaking of clouds, as you can see, we've been overtaken by clouds up above.
Oh, bizarre.
And the moon, of course, is going to wipe out looking at some of our favorite constellations, but we got a good look at them and some eerie lights in the sky. So, well, that's it for this evening, Halloween, with a nice partial moon to accompany all the trick-or-treaters and the wild partying down the street. Good night. Well, we're back at the precipice today. It's Friday morning. Let's see what we're gonna do. Bee!
Hello.
You ready to tackle the precipice today?
Sure.
Okay, let's go for it.
All right. Whoops.
You can ask me a question. I'm contemplating.
Hi, Neil.
Hello.
Ready to go?
Why not?
This is my chance to shoot Neil. I've always wanted to shoot Neil. Let's go. I've always wondered how you keep from falling down when you're doing this.
Move very slowly. Sometimes you have to use the eye that's in the viewfinder, and sometimes you have to use your other eye to kind of look at both. It does wonderful things to you. This is I shot this yesterday, showing people how to. This is our view from the precipice, and this is what the trail looks like. I have a feeling we're not going to get very far.
Oh well.
Oh, come on.
We'll see what it looks like.
Oh, I see. You're going to watch me go up, huh?
If I thought that would work, I would have tried it ages ago. Alrighty, we'll see you later from the top. Haha.
Surrender, Bee.
Look what it says. It says it's not a hiking trail.
Attempt this route only if you are physically fit, wearing boots, and experienced in exposure to heights. Persons have fallen and died on this mountainside.
It doesn't sound like my kind of thing.
It would have been nice if they'd put this down on the lower level, huh?
Yeah.
Well, what do you think? We came, we saw, we chickened out?
Yep.
Oh well. Guess it's back we go.
Alrighty. Maybe we can find another hiking trail.
Less dangerous.
Yeah.
If we
I
can.
really don't want to get a broken neck on my honeymoon.
True. See you folks later. Well, that's a little bit more comforting. A babbling brook. We decided to tackle what we hope is an easier trail. So Bee and I are going to walk the trail up to the top of Mount Gorham, which is about 500 feet. And then we'll toddle over to what's called the Beehive and the Bowl. It's a lake of some kind. So Bee, why don't you start us off? Looks much simpler, doesn't it? See you part way up. Well, there's where we've come from. Not come up all that far, but it's been a pretty exhausting route so far. Bee's taking a rest on a rock. And now we have to decide whether we want to go that way, up that path, or that way down that path. Probably just end up flipping a coin and trying it, but well, it'll just be interesting to see where we end up. Well, there we are. Thwarted once more by being out of shape. The sign leading up to the beehive and the bowl says that it's steep with exposed cliffs and iron rungs to hold on to. That's just not quite what we want for people in our condition. So, it looks like we're going to head towards Mount Gorham. Sorry about that, bee. Well, take a little rest, right? Take a couple deep breaths. And move on. Okay. Be with you soon. Well, we found another brook. We had to turn away from going up Mount Gorham because it was just too much work. But Becky and I found a nice little simple footpath over the brook that'll take us to Sandy Beach. So we'll go back there and have a little good time, and maybe we'll go out to the little land head later on. See you soon. We found this interesting little section of brook where the stream bed is actually in a gully in a large chunk of granite. And the wooden bridge and on down to the lake below. Well, we stopped along the roadside. Becky's come to take a look at her namesake. It's called Hunter's Beach. Though where the beach is, I have yet to figure out. But it's this whole coastal section of rocks and water, and this is really nice. So we managed to find Pretty Marsh, though we don't have any video of that, but we have photos of it. And this is Hunter's Beach. And further on down there, we think, is Hunter's Point. If we can get out there from the path, we'll take a look at it. So you impressed, Bee?
It's beautiful.
Beautiful?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. We'll be back in a minute. Well, Becky decided to drive on down, but I thought I would take a bit of a jog. Come down and see a little bit more of the Hunter's Beach area. This is all down below me, as you can see. I don't plan to go out any further. Followed Bee out here to what's called Bubble Pond. Don't know why it's called that, except the fact that it's close to Bubble Rock that we got pictures of yesterday. It's a very pretty place nestled in the hearts of these little mountains here. You would never know it was here if it weren't for the maps, the signs. It's very pretty. Bee's following a trail. Let's see where she's going. Well, we followed the path to a wooden bridge. A little brook babbling its way on down to the Eagle Lake, which is further down. Well, we seem to have found a very loud raucous waterfall here in the forest. Water rushing over the stones as it comes down from the pond on down into the woods and down into the tunnel there as it goes its way into Eagle Creek, into Eagle Lake. We're partway up Cadillac Mountain again, taking a look from a different view. This is a little bit of information about the north and south bubbles and how the glaciers formed them. We're standing here at a view above Eagle Lake. So beautiful. And just to the southwest of here are the north bubble and the south bubble. There's the south bubble. It's kind of hard to see. Now further down along the cliff there is where that amazing boulder is that was on our footage yesterday. Right now we're going to try and make it up to see the house from the top of Cadillac Mountain. Hopefully it won't be as windy as it was the other day. And so we have to go on down the road this way. Well, we've come down to the beach once more at Heron View at low tide, and looks quite a bit different from what we saw the other day. It's just incredible how different it is. Now this rock on the other video was just a tiny bit, just a tiny little bit above the water, and now look at it. This is what I'd almost call a neap tide, a mega low tide. Look at that. It's a little friendly fishing boat making its way through the channel, passing close to the marker buoy. It's a different view of the mountains from here on a darker, cloudier day. Sort of an eerie darkness about them. We're going to make an attempt to get up to Beech Mountain today, if we can. Take some shots from up there. It's our last day here before we have to pack to go. Well, we're down here at the beginning of the Valley Trail, and we think Canada Cliff is the cliff of Beech Mountain that we want to go to, and so it's only about 5/10 of a mile. We're going to see if this path is a bit less hazardous and treacherous than the ones we were on yesterday. Right, Bee?
Yes, sir.
Let's go. Looks good? Oh, good. Well, catch you guys up in just a minute. Oh, Bee, look. Interesting little overpass.
Big tree.
Big tree, fall down, go boom.
Yep. A while ago.
Bread and butter. Mm. I have this, looks like a landslide of rock that happened some time ago. You can see it's overgrown with moss and lichen. Interesting. Okay, so I made a mistake. We were going down the wrong path. But now we're on the right path. Yeah, I thought it was a little too level to be a mountain climbing path. So we'll see you when we get higher up. Well, we're almost there. Bee's following me and trying to make this nearly breathless trail. The summit's right here. We're almost to the top. Just a few more minutes and we'll be there. Here it is. The last few steps to the top of Beech Mountain. It'll be nice to have finally completed one of our expeditions since we got here, even if it is one of the shorter mountains. I still feel good about making it here to the top. Here we are, the summit of Beech Mountain, more or less. Woo! Lovely view. There's Echo Lake down there. The mountains of the eastern side of the island over there. There's the bee. He's about as exhausted as me. He'll be back after we get a chance to catch our breath. Yeah, I know this was a rapid change of scenery. That's because Becky and I decided to take a quick diversion up to the Acadia Zoo. And my, what do we have here, Bee?
Llamas.
Oh my.
Emus.
Oh, llamas and emus.
And exotic rabbits.
And exotic rabbits? Where?
Down there.
Oh my, hello. Let's take a look at everything one at a time. So we got here, we got the emu. Hello, do you want to feed the emu, Bee?
I don't know.
You can hold the cone up.
It's awful scary.
Yeah.
What if you feed them? I'll feed your food.
Oh my, okay. They look very powerful. Hello. Wow. Interesting animal. Hello. Yes, you're a lovely bunch of bunnies. Look at you. Look at you over there. You're so cute. Oh, yes, you are. Dig, 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 dig. Dig, dig, dig. Hello. Interesting view of the crew in here. Very lovely bunnies. What'd you find, Bee?
Peacocks.
Peacocks
Oh.
where? Ooh. But they're not going to show us plumage today.
Look at something going on there. Maybe if you don't
That's
come
such a beautiful bird.
We won't come too close. We're smart
Getting close is actually they show the plumage to attract a mate rather than to ward people off, I think.
There's bunches of them.
They seem to be everywhere. And babies too.
Peahens.
Now where are you going? Where are you going now? See more? Oh, good. This is a fallow deer?
Yes.
Oh my. Now what is he doing? He's a snitch bunny. He's sitting in their food dish, snitching their food. He must have escaped from the bunny hutch. We had sort of a goose alert there. Wonder what set them off. I think they're not very happy with me. Ah! Something tells me he's just gonna get hungry. Oh, you're gonna get some more. They're not in a good mood today. Hagen.
Did you get it?
You got it. That little one just doesn't get anything. Did you get it?
Yep.
Oh, goody. Well, it looks like the pot-bellied pig is not going to come out today. He's in there somewhere. Pouting, I suppose. Well, we'll catch up to him later. Bee's brave. She's going to try and feed the emu. Just hold the cone out. He looks like he could hurt you, but...
Yeah. I'm assuming you can't because, I mean, I could be a little child.
Yeah. The edge of his... That's all I'm going to do, thank you. That was like razor sharp.
You could just drop it in there and let him eat it if you want to get rid of it.
That's true. Maybe the cone doesn't interest him. Or her. Oops, there it goes. Jump, 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 jump. Here's our friend the sheep. Didn't see him earlier. Hello. There's another goose. And there's a llama. And there's a llama. Waiting for somebody to feed him. Hello. Bye-bye.
This is a channel-billed toucan.
Channel-billed toucan? Huh.
They're noisy, gregarious, and aggressive to other birds.
Ooh. With a beak like that, I don't blame them. Huh.
It just chirped.
I don't know.
It's very interesting. He's got blue all around his eye.
These are golden lion tamarins.
How about this guy?
Oh, give me just a second. Oh, I see. They have little holes they can crawl into. Huh. Cute little guy. Jumping everywhere. Wow. It's agile. So what's this bee?
It's a caiman. It's a cousin of the alligator.
They have these long fin-like tails that help them swim fast in the water. They go zoop, 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 zoop. This is amazing. This is a green iguana. Ooh, is he big. Down here is a red-legged tortoise. And back in the hutch there is a Colombian boa constrictor. Eee. Amazing. So this is a tegu. Wow.
There he is.
What's this?
It's a lemur with a big striped tail. See, there's one up there. And one down there.
Huh? There's the guy right there.
Yeah,
Oh, here he comes, here he comes. There he is. Oh, wow.
They're big and furry. He's gonna jump.
Maybe. Maybe not. There's one taking a drink.
They just need hands.
They do.
And they have like 3 toes.
Wow. This is a shot of the tamarin again in their little dark room. Nibbling away at something. It's an amazing, cute little thing. Bye-bye. It's hard to see this guy, but he's in his pit there. He's recently shed his skin because what's left of his skin is right in this area somewhere. There it is, right there. Cool. This is a Burmese python. It's a beautiful creature. You can see that from his lumps that he's had something to eat recently. Some type of deer. Sign doesn't say, but maybe some type of plains antelope or something. It's very interesting. That he's going away. Oops, there she goes. The little store's native Abyssinian cat is being intimidated by the indigenous people. Hello.
Oh. Hello.
2 of them.
Oh.
Where are their lynxes?
Oh, they don't like
Oops.
that cat. They do not like that cat.
And I don't think the cat likes them. Look at the cat just sitting there. Going, but you're my cousins, you're my cousins. And they're going, imposter, imposter, get out of here. Guys don't want to settle down, do they? Wow, look at that. Mountain lions. Is it down, the one down at the other end?
Mm-hmm. Here it comes.
Oh my. Majestic animals, beautiful. Now here's an interesting member of the family. It's a reindeer. Look who's coming. It's Mr. Reindeer.
The reindeer.
Yeah. I wonder which one it is. Dasher? Prancer? Maybe Comet or Cupid? Wow. Hello. Yes, I know. I know you'd rather be running wild, I'm sure. How's your friend the bunny? Oh, yeah, he's just sitting there mooching off of you. There you go. Back and forth on the ledge. Oh, I see he's seeing the rooster, or the turkey that's down there. So this is a fisher. He's pacing back and forth. He was climbing on the branches a few minutes ago. And here's another one snoozing away. Just snoozing away. Now this is interesting. This is a common crow. There's another one over there. Back in there somewhere. Here's our friend the Abyssinian cat from the office. It's stalking the bee. I may have to do a manual focus on this guy.
Why?
Because the fence registers as being closer. Hello. Bye, Mr. Otter. Ooh, Arctic foxes. There's the couple of foxes. Very interesting. Now this is more of the North American. This is supposed to be the pen for the North American North American red fox. That's definitely not a red fox. Almost looks like a husky. And there's a white one there. And there's a red fox right there. And these foxes are paralleling the Abyssinian cat. I guess they're having their own trouble getting along. Hello. Rule number 1, the leopard does not like the cat.
Doesn't like me either.
Whoa. Whoa. Appropriate use of an old silo, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you get that on film?
He jumped too fast. Like part of it got on video. Wow. He's not a happy cat. Look at that fierce face. It shudders. It makes me shudder to think that that master lock is the only thing between us and him or her.
He's looking like rare.
I think, Mr. Leopard, that we'll be leaving you alone now. Bye-bye. It's a wolf. Predator power. And that's definitely an animal of majesty. Wow. Dromedary. Huh. Cute camels. 2 for the price of 1. Wait a minute. Is that all one animal?
Yes.
The way it's standing there, that shoulder looks like it's another animal. I thought there were 2 of them there. Well, that shows you how blind I am today. You're looking very unhappy. This is what used to be known as a black panther, but is in fact actually a leopard and a member of the same species as the leopard we just saw. At least he is more calm about us being here, but I don't intend to spend a whole lot of time getting acquainted with this cat. Just want another look from his eyes. Look at those eyes. This is a barred owl. Very pretty. I don't know how easily they can be seen, but these are common ravens. To me, there's nothing common about a raven. Here's one. A better view of one. Look at that. Oops. Our friend the leopard is not very happy. Huh. Just spotted these peacocks all perched on the rail over there looking for the moose. Look.
Around 4000 BC.
Sicilian donkeys.
They're famous for their cautiousness and bravery, and because their relatively scant dietary needs. They subsist mainly on grass and hay and require little water.
Huh. Ooh. Buffalo. Hello. Hello, Mr. Donkey. Bye, Mr. Donkey. Bee's trying to get a picture of the buffalo. I think I'll have to take it for her. But there's our friend, the American buffalo.
Here we have a better view of the dromedary, or camel, we're not sure which. He's not spitting at us at the moment.
Thank goodness.
So we thought we'd take a picture. Wow, look at that. Woo, humps.
He's coming this way.
Oh boy.
So that means we should get away so he doesn't spit at us.
He can't get to us, right?
Oh, he's got a fence to go through.
He seems very interested.
Mm-hmm. Probably hasn't seen very many people these colder days of the season.
Wow.
Bye, Mr. Camel. Bye. See you around. Ooh, he's sloshing in the mud.
These are Scottish Highland cattle. A very fuzzy, horned version of the cattle.
I shouldn't use a flash, should I?
I don't think so. They're talking to us. I'm not sure what all you can see above the fence, but we're giving it the old college try here. Maybe we'll walk along just a little, see what we can see.
Just come right here. Stand right here.
Neil's giving us stage directions. to focus a little bit.
Yeah.
There we go. We'll pop up over for just a second. There we go. Not very exciting, but a lovely color.
They were mooing a little while ago.
Yes, I think we caught some of that.
Oh, good. Moo. Moo. So what is this bee?
It's a white-tailed deer.
Hello. Hello, dear.
This is the fellow that you see along the highway
Oh.
at night.
Hi.
Beautiful antlers.
Making a perfect pose.
I might even have to take a picture of myself.
Ooh. Num 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 num. All right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
Not behind the signs or not. Keep going this way just a little bit. There we go.
Ooh. They have their own little mountain and rocks to run around on. I wonder if that's normally where they belong, or if this is just a different place for them.
Like.
There's what I wanted before, the Acadia Zoo sign. Just a different place for them. There's what I wanted before, the Acadia Zoo sign. There's what I wanted before, the Acadia Zoo sign. There's what I wanted before, the Acadia Zoo sign. There's what I wanted before, the Acadia Zoo sign. There's what I wanted before, the Acadia Zoo sign. There's what I wanted before, the Acadia Zoo sign. There's what I wanted before, the Acadia Zoo sign. There's what I wanted before, the Acadia Zoo sign. There's what I wanted before, the Acadia Zoo sign. There's what I wanted before, the Acadia Zoo sign. There's what I wanted before, the Acadia Zoo sign. There's what I wanted before, the Acadia Zoo sign. There's what I wanted before, the Acadia Zoo sign. There's what I wanted before, the Acadia Zoo sign. There's what I wanted before, the Acadia Zoo sign. There's what I wanted b Just a different place for them. There's what I wanted before, the Acadia Zoo sign.